All right, so I'm definitely out of the loop. So the guys in chat linked to me Patch Watch and about this wipe that's coming up. So let's start out with looking at the Patch Watch page, and it's titled Network Improvements, Mission Box Added to the Mustang, and More. All right, so welcome. As with previous watches, we don't want to miss the opportunity to spotlight some of the upcoming fixes and improvements that aren't on the public roadmap. Okay, so Actor Downstream Network Improvements. Alpha 3.17.2 adds improvements to Actor Downstream Networking, which vastly improves how players and NPCs move over the network. And NPCs. Now, are the floating NPCs in 3.17.1 going to be moving floating NPCs? Are they actually going to be walking around on the ground and living their lives the way they're supposed to? The new system should provide smoother motion with less jittering and natural movement, along with improved starts and stops. Okay. I can't tell if, if this is just FPS or not, but I wonder if this is like another improvement on top of their recent fix to a lot of the desync, because with the fix to desync became a little bit more stuttering, and they said that would happen, and it has. So I wonder if this also factors into ship versus ship combat, but it does definitely sound like FPS stuff, because they're saying actors, right? And I think that they would say something else. So with actors now playing the correct animations instead of tap dancing. In addition, the new system deals with low variable frame rates or variable network conditions much more cleanly. There will be ongoing improvements to the system, and further tuning will be done to various parameters in future patches. I mean, that poses well for if we ever do get better server performance as well. So that's good. Reduced floating rocks. Environment art performed general polish on planet surfaces, including Daymar and Yella, tweaking asset scattering to reduce floating rocks and foliage. Awesome, I guess. Refueling fixes and adjustments. System designers solved some refueling bugs before adding more depth. Here's a selection. Fix an issue with the Misk Reliant series. Ship paints will no longer change when refueling. I never knew that was the thing. Auto refueling now correctly indicates that a service is needed. Auto docking to the tank arm has been fixed with multiple ships. Disabled the ability to quantum travel with a ship attached to the boom arm. All the edge cases. Ship and weapon balancing. Vehicle feature team integrated some balancing adjustments. Return the Vandal blade closer to the Aegis Gladius. The blade is slightly ahead in terms of raw numbers, about 1G. So this is for their turning and stuff. And is better in forward boost than the Gladius. However, the Gladius is better in lateral boost. Okay. Plasma cannon is adjusted to 1,400 meters per second. So it holds the same amount of damage as energy magazine. And plasma cannons turned to fully energy damage, because there was some distortion, because it's under review, that they removed it. I talked about this on Weekend Review last week. Or on Monday, I should say. It was this week. And yeah, this was already written in a post from Yogi. So yeah, not in the patch notes, but we already knew about that one. This one you may not have known about. Obviously, I did, being in Evocati. But did you ever wish transport mission boxes with the consolidated Outland Mustang? Well, the U.S. Vehicle Content Team, who have been looking into several options for adding this ability, it's not final, as the team found an even better solution. Oh, but for Alpha 3.17.2, you'll be able to open the Mustang's cargo box and place a mission box inside. It's pretty cool. I'm a little, as a RSI Aurora enthusiast, I'm a little perturbed here. But the Mustang needed this, so it's kind of okay. Next up is the wipe. And yeah, this one's interesting. Hi, everyone. When we introduced long-term persistence in Alpha 3.8.2, we shared that database wipes would still happen, albeit irregularly, throughout the alpha stage in Star Citizen. Our last database wipe happened in 3.15. We're now looking at the next wipe to take place alongside the upcoming 3.17 2 patch. More specifically, over the course of 3.17.0 and 1 patch cycles, there have been a number of issues that arose that led to the long-term persistent database being flooded with bad data. While headed into 3.17.1, we originally aimed to surgically correct this. The unprecedented high concurrency, seriously bonkers during Invictus launch week, coupled with numerous bugs, led to the issues metastaticizing, stasizing. I don't even know what that means. Beyond our capability to correct manually. Therefore, as mentioned above, it's time for a wipe. As we have split long-term persistence down into 3 distinct sections: items, wallet, which is AUEC, and reputation, we can wipe specific parts of the LTP as needed. So we've never seen an issue where they needed to use the split up things. This will be the first time. So in addition to clearing the database, this wipe will also fix a variety of account-related issues and bugs that some players have been unable to resolve with character resets and workarounds. Of course, as with any LTP wipe, all of your account-attributed items, pledges, subflare, rewards will remain. Lastly, with Jumptown Ninetales lockdown kicking off this weekend and many poised for profit, we're exploring a variety of options to compensate an undetermined amount of Alpha UEC when 3.17.2 releases for players that were active in 3.17.1. More details on this to come. I think that's stupid, personally. I think you just kind of, like, I don't know how you guys feel. I think they just need to accept, like, okay, I'm sorry. This is, again, one of the things that drives me absolutely insane about this project. Once again, you see marketing dictate the game, and it is not cool. All right? This is such an easy solution. There's nothing wrong with wiping. They gave a perfectly good excuse as to why they needed to. And we've all, whoever has been playing 3.17.1 absolutely sees the need for it. There is nothing wrong with wiping. Nothing. Okay? And guess what? 3.18 is coming, and there's a good possibility that there's going to be a lot of edge cases and a lot of issues with that patch that may cause a wipe. 3.19 and 4.0, the same thing. This is going to be a very volatile time for Star Citizen. So preparing yourselves for situations where the game doesn't feel like you're progressing in it, or there's going to be a lot of issues, is totally a thing. Okay? But marketing determined that this was a time to hype Star Citizen, and I understand where they're coming from. You're getting big streamers playing the game, you're getting big YouTubers playing the game, and there feels like there's a snowball effect, right? But there's a major problem here that I just have an issue with, because what an opportunity. Think of it this way, as somebody who plays the game. You have 3.17.2 that's in Evo, that's going to be moving to Wave 1 shortly. I imagine it will be today, honestly. What an opportunity for day one wipe. Jumptown, Ninetales lockdown. I think that it would be an insane amount of numbers using those events where everybody wins, right? There's opportunities for people to make up the money that they lost due to a wipe. There's an opportunity for CIG to get realistic data about people wanting to play those events and how they go. And in the end, you're going to get an issue right now where players have no idea what you're going to give them in terms of money in 3.17.2 for participating in these events, and they're going to feel nothing that happens at Jumptown and nothing that happens at Ninetales Lockdown are going to be representative of players actually wanting to play the game. So CIG, I don't think is going to get realistic data, so they're not really winning there. Players are not going to feel the value of actually playing the events, so they're not winning there. What's the point of running it? Oh, because marketing decided that it was going to happen this weekend months ago, or whatever. So all the plans around the actual development of the game just get thrown out and devalued because there was some previous plan for this. And I've praised CIG a lot lately. I cannot get past things like this. Like, the perfect opportunity for you to go, guys, we wiped, and there's a lot of problems that we ran into, but here's these really fun events. Well, Ninetales Lockdown has so many issues, and unless they made some sort of change to it, like, Ninetales Lockdown is very problematic, but definitely opportunities to make money in Ninetales Lockdown, right? And Jumptown is obviously an opportunity to make money, interact with players, all those things, and it's kind of like a complete awesome gimme for everybody. It's like everybody wins in that scenario, and now nobody wins because somebody else dictated when this event was supposed to happen, other than people who understand how the game works. And, I feel at times like you need to pivot from whatever marketing plans you had, and I think this would have been one of them. I know this probably sounds pretty ranty, but at the same time, like, do you see the point I'm trying to make here? Do you see the value in doing something like that? I don't know. What do you guys think? It's just one of those things where I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And it would have been a great opportunity for them, for us. And I'm super happy there's a wipe because it was needed. It's disappointing that it's coming so soon because a lot of people, we had a long time between wipes before. People are in ships. I do feel bad for all those people. I do feel bad personally, right? Because I was playing an account that I was working hard at and things like that. But what an opportunity lost.